Beck made comment about my visible learning in my classroom. So my name is Belinda Walker. I'm a teacher at Craigie Heights Primary School, and as Beck said, we're really implementing John Hattie's visible learning into our classroom. We want the children to know the intent of our learning and what that looks like. What's the success criteria? So how do I know I've achieved this? So what I've actually created in my classroom, because I did it lots of different ways. Originally I was doing it on my my interactive whiteboard, and I was writing it up. But then I needed to use my interactive whiteboard for something else, so my kids weren't able to refer back to that always during the lesson because it was being utilised in different ways. Or they weren't able to utilise it when the parents were coming in the morning to explain, what have I been learning, really taking that ownership and explaining what they're doing in the classroom. So I tried different ways. I did it on my whiteboard, and again, you need to use your whiteboard again for the next lesson, so I had to wipe it off clean. So I thought, okay, I've got this idea. I went to Kmart, really cheap, $10, got these whiteboards. I've got my walt up the top and my wilf, and I just made these really pretty little borders, and what I do is I put it on my board. I've got one for my literacy block and one for my numeracy block. I only do it for the two subjects. And before we do our math session, introduce what we're doing, I model it, we have a bit of a guided session. Before they're going into some more guided practice and then their independent practice, I'll say to them, what are we learning today? So it could be, if we're doing a bit of writing, we do our activity retells, we'll do a craft activity or whatever it is, and we're writing the purpose of what it is, we've done our plan and everything. What are we learning today? I'm learning to write an activity retell. Okay, what am I looking for? How do I know if you're successful? You need to have a capital letter. You need to have a full stop at the end of your sentence. You need to have a finger space. Then I have my groups. You need to have 2 sentences. You need to have 3 sentences. You need to have the description. How is this linking to what we're learning? So it's showing those criteria. It's showing, okay, this is catering for your needs because that's where you're at. This is catering for your needs. This is how you know you're successful. And they're different levels, and we go through it. And then it goes up on the board. And I've put these little Velcro dots next to the door. Mum, Dad, have a look. This is what I'm learning. In literacy this morning, we were learning to write an activity retell. I know I was successful because I had green capital letters, I had a finger space, and I had a red full stop. Awesome. And then we did the same for maths. What is it looking for? And I put the visuals in because you know what? We cater for all different styles of learning. So I put my finger space, draw it, and we talk through it, and I get them to tell me. I go around the room and I say, what are you learning to do? Are you successful? Go have a look at the success criteria. Tell me. So yeah. There's
It's lovely.